Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the featherweight bout. Yeah, featherweight bout. Not featherweight, it's flyweight bout. I ain't editing that out. You get in the flyweight bout, you got all that error in the beginning, but hey, flyweight bout, we got David Dvorak versus Steve Erceg. And how I feel about this one right here is I'm going average confidence David Dvorak. And I can see, where this minority of people is kind of leaving it, like, trying to pick Steve Erceg, but I don't know. I don't get this whole. I don't really get the angle. Like y'all trying to cite this other guy. Like, oh, I've been watching this guy for a minute. Like I've been waiting for him to get to UFC. Like the guy has not done nothing impressive. Like he's not an impressive person. He's not a great fighter. He won't ever be a great fighter. I will say that right now. $1 million on the line. He'll never be a great fighter. He might be coming to UFC, win a couple of fights, trade wins and losses, but that's where I think he peaks at. He's not nothing phenomenal about that dude. Nothing good about that dude. He's alright. It's okay to say a guy's alright. Like why are you guys waiting, anticipating the guy to come to UFC be mediocre? I don't know. But I know for sure, I bet $1 million that guy ain't gonna be no standout dude. He ain't gonna be challenged for no titles. He ain't gonna be no top 5, at most a lucky top 10 type guy. But I ain't betting that. I'm saying he's gonna be elite, a true elite fighter that can stick around for years and be around the top. For sure, he won't be that. $1 million on that, he would not be that. Man, not gonna be that. So Steve Erceg, he's okay. Come from Australia, typically a very weak region. Like no insult to you Australians, but typically a very weak region. Has some of the most mediocre fighters in the world come from Australia. You'll have some phenomenal fighters, but for the most part, some of the most mediocre fighters come from that region. If you're from New Zealand, same thing. But anyway, yeah, I'm not super impressed with Erceg. Seems like he has good read for distance. Not the best striker, but well-rounded enough. He has good feeling for the game. Level competition mediocre to this point, but yeah, he got a good feel for the game. He got some good grappling. He can take advantage of some people's mistakes, like they overcommit or something, or he could force them to overcommit, then take them back and create some grappling exchanges. Not the most great offensive striker, not the most greatest offensive takedown artist, but like I said, he could create opportunities and take advantage of maybe someone else overcommitting, then he secures a takedown, and that's even at a mediocre level right there that he's doing that. It's not like he did that against elite competition. So yeah, to this point, he still has to prove a lot to me. So it's not. From what I've seen, I don't have nothing for me to lean to him in this one. I feel like David Dvorak, I could say David Dvorak had a similar resume coming into the UFC. I saw a similar skill set, saw similar good reads, whatever, competitive chess player, good mental gymnastics and whatnot out there, good fight IQ and stuff, good rounded skill set, and for much better competition. And now to this point, to this day, he has actually fought UFC level competition and had some wins over some decent competition in UFC, not just some random scrubs. That's like this is their hobby and not their full-time job. Like the Erceg, that's his whole career as far as people he beat. But yeah, I think David Dvorak, they're not too far apart necessarily. I think Erceg's a better grappler, but I think Dvorak's a better overall fighter. I think he's a better striker. I think he's better offensive takedowns, better takedown defense, and obviously for better competition. So yeah, I'm going with David Dvorak here. I'm gonna say decision. I think Erceg gonna give him a good competitive fight. I think he'll make him, he'll make him have to work, make him have to make some adjustments out there. But I think Dvorak should be able to win this one. It should be to adjust to the adjustments that Erceg will force him to make, and ultimately just be the more well-rounded fighter and be the more experienced fighter. I think that experience will be the biggest factor in this thing. Not a matter of saying Erceg not as talented, not as skilled, not as this, but I do think David Dvorak is more skilled in all those things. But ain't like that's the end all be all. I think the biggest thing is experience, and I think David Dvorak has much better experience at a much higher level, and I think that will carry him through, and he'll be able to make the adjustments and be able to beat Erceg in a decision victory. So in this one, I have David Dvorak via decision.